Hello. Monday today. Usually on a Monday, I stay in bed all day, I rest. But work stops for no one. Well, that's not true. I just came in here and I now can't remember why the hell I came in here. 2 seconds. I remembered what it was. It was my little scarf, my Wonder Woman shawl. Anyway, I fully believe that you should make your own work schedule if you can and listen to your body, and that your health is more important than any work. But that's great. There's a rep for this yarn company that I am vetting, and well, the rep is the UK rep for the UK distributor of a lot of different stuff from the EU, and we already get some yarn like Shopple Wool and some Addy needles from them, but they carry a couple of other lines, and I'm looking for a nice crochet cotton and potentially some more DK stuff. So I'm going to ask her loads of difficult questions, and today was the only day she could come because reps have a pretty cool job, but it's like pretty hectic. I'm just going to put you there for a second while I put my shoes on. Yarn reps have a really interesting job. So they represent a yarn company, and it's their job to go around and meet with yarn shops and try and sell you yarn. Or at least be a liaison between the yarn company and the yarn shop. So they're dealing with wholesale orders, so dealing with quite big volumes. And so they get in their car and they go around and they visit like an area, and they try and hit up as many yarn shops in that area as possible. So yeah, this was our time slot. Monday morning, 11 o'clock. At least it wasn't any earlier. I don't do very well in the mornings. I was gonna take my little star knitting with me and work on that while I wait for it. I think I'm like 15 minutes early or something. But yeah, it's so nice that they come round and actually visit the yarn shops, because they want to make sure that, like, you know, we're a good fit for them and they're a good fit for us, and answer any questions we might have, things that might be stopping us from buying, things like that. And it depends on the company, but sometimes they work on commission, sometimes they don't. Like I think West Yorkshire Spinners, who we've been working with for 7 years now, maybe 8 years, I can't remember, 7 years since we opened. I don't believe they make a commission. They just have a rep and she's there and we can chat with her, and if we have any problems or we need help, she's available, which is really nice. She's lovely. She's visited several times. We've had a couple of different reps over the years, but this one looks like she's sticking around. Yeah, so I'm a bit nervous because I've never met this woman before, but I've spoken to her on email, so should be good. I'm very sleepy. Karl is up. He's opening the shop, getting it looking nice. Excuse me, he's going to be in charge of making tea. I probably won't be able to show you anything about the meeting because top secret and all that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what she's brought. There's a line of traceable yarn as well, where you can actually like put in the barcode of your ball and it'll tell you exactly where your yarn came from, like the sheep farm and everything, which sounds pretty awesome. But yeah, I'm mainly interested in some cottons and some replacements for the baby yarn, because I really want a baby yarn that's not like half plastic. So yeah, it's a bit of a toss-up with the West Yorkshire Spinners, because on one hand it's British made and, you know, dyed and spun and distributed and everything from the UK, which means it's all close, which means less carbon emissions, which is why I like it. But the Bo Peep is half nylon, and some people just don't seem to be into the Bo Peep pure, which is interesting because that's 100% wool, very, very soft. Yeah, people just don't seem to be now. I don't know if it's because it's like a limited color range or what, but yeah. Anyway, I'm babbling again. I can tell this year, Vlogmas 2021, the year of the babble, which is quite funny actually, because this year I actually met Grace the Babbler. So there you go. So one of the reasons why I wanted to do this test was because I wasn't sure if it was going to look good with changing colors.
Yeah.
Because I'm using random bits of yarn.
Yeah.
But I think it looks quite cool with that like spiral. Cool. It should look quite cool. Maybe this is more of a caltrop than a weapon.
Yeah.
Like someone's trudging through the forest and they're like, ah! They've got like 5 stab wounds in their foot. So the trouble with having reps here is that now I want all of the yarn. But yeah, it was really great. She was really nice, and she has a list of questions to go and try and find out about the provenance of things, which is great. Yeah, I'm quite tired. I think I'm going to go back to bed for a little bit. I've got the carer coming in, and then I've got therapy at 3. So I've got a little bit of time to rest before my next meeting, I suppose. Yeah. I think I'm going to make myself a bagel with some cream and cheese and head up to bed and have a rest. See you later. Clean sheets. Oh, my carer just stripped the bed and changed the sheets for me. I got my electric blanket on, and I'm snuggled in clean sheets, and I'm gonna have a rest. If you don't cry in your therapy session, did you even do therapy? Oh, tough session today, but good session. My therapist is amazing. Mainly we just speak about how my chronic illness and chronic pain affects my life and that kind of stuff. It's just a lot. Ugh. It's good that I did it. It always feels good to talk about it. Hello. I've just cast it on for the giant star and it looks
an absolute mess. I ended up sleeping the afternoon away, and I'm about to go back to sleep again. Very exciting Monday life for you there. Good night. I love you.
I love you. Okay, so my stitch marker is that.
Yeah.
So I need to knit that one.
Mhm.
And then this one here I do that.
You do knit front and back. Get used to the terminology. And when you see it written down, the abbreviation is KFB. And that means knit front, back. Knit front and back. And that is an increase. So you're taking one stitch and you're making 2 stitches out of it. I have a stitch in this pattern where I take 3 stitches and I make 1 stitch out of it. And that is called a decrease.